Excuse me. That man in the corner. Who is he?
Well, it had to be done, right? I have to do a reaction video for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power.
Well, space fans, exciting news, huh? And there's even more in part 2. Hello, this is your television speaking. Let's push the button marked idiot and see what comes out.
I'm not excited for this. You know my feelings about this already. It's a bastardization of J.R.R. Tolkien. Unfortunately, Amazon Prime and Jeff Bezos now own, I believe, the entire catalogue, or most of the entire catalogue for Lord of the Rings, so they can do what they see fit. And what they're going to do in 3 months from now-ish is to release this series on the day J.R.R. Tolkien passed away. So that already is a travesty in itself. But before I get into my reaction, folks, have a look at this. This is Amazon UK Prime. When this video aired on the 14th of July, which was yesterday, of course, it has 4,700 likes, 14,000 downvotes. Oh boy. Now, I'm going to do the reaction from the American website. Look at this. 43,000 upvotes, 83,000 downvotes, almost double the upvoted ratio. Isn't that something else? Now, before I get into the reaction as well, I want to show you two more things. So somebody calling themselves Kiefer has said, "This does look visually great. Seems the only way this thing goes wrong is if the writing adaptation is bad." Really? You haven't seen you haven't heard the dialogue? You haven't seen what's been going on, dude? Really? Music box. Right, but even if it's bad, I really don't care. I feel like I'm being spoiled. The Last Airbender live action, One Piece live action, Avatar Blue People, Miles Morales. Oh God, here we go. Percy Jackson, this much or more. I'm excited. Do they mean the Percy Jackson reboot where they've had to change a few things because apparently the films, you can't watch them anymore? You got Alexandra Daddario, who again would be my ideal Wonder Woman, or Jill Valentine along with Hayley Atwell. Nope, yeah, they've got to do all these stupid things now because Hollywood is effing dumb. Now, before I do this review, have a look at this. Live at Comic-Con. This is in 7 days' time, so already we are getting ready for this. They're talking about the Rings of Power and more. What's to guess? We know that they're not going to be bringing in the whole defense about the diversity. They've introduced the hobbits. Galadriel's now a power warrior for some reason, so yeah, that's going to be hilarious. But folks, you came here to see my reaction for this diatribe of a video that I'm about to shoot for your very eyes. So here we go.
There was a time when the world was so young. There had not yet been a sunrise. But even then, there was light.
Call to me, lands far away.
Well, isn't that interesting? That song reminds me of Zack Snyder's Justice League. You know when the villagers are chanting for Aquaman to appear and then reappear, whatever. You know what he does when he goes off into the ocean and then one of the villagers is sniffing his clothes. That very weird scene. I've got vibes of that actually. I'm just going to put on the subtitles to see what we get.
Have forests to protect. Dwarfs their mines. Mend their fields of grain.
That has got to be the worst Irish accent I've ever heard. I don't think it's intentionally Irish, but it's definitely a regional accent of sorts. It's like, but we Harfords have each other, and we've got a dwarf mines. Oh. Ooh, it's a Hobbit's whistle.
We're safe.
Oh my god, are you kidding? Is this the Ali G of Hobbits? Booyakasha! Based on the works that we've bastardized.
Put up your sword.
Oh, I say! Now, if she said that to him, that's the expression I would expect her to be giving. Morford Clark is hot, I'm telling you, but is she my Galadriel? No, it's always going to be Kate Blanchett.
The enemy is still out there.
Who's the enemy?
Where?
It is over.
You have not seen what I've seen.
I have seen my share.
You have not seen.
Yeah, this part here, it is like a dick measuring contest. You have not seen what I've seen. I have seen my share, but you have not seen what I've seen. Quietly insufferable Galadriel, which she's not meant to be.
You have not seen what I have seen. You have not seen what I have seen. You have not seen what I have seen. You have not seen what I've seen.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Okay, love, we get the drift. We get the drift.
Darkness will...
The one positive thing I'll say about this trailer, this bit here looks pretty impressive. It's not Peter Jackson levels or visuals, but it's pretty good. That's all I'm going to give that much.
Darkness will march over the face of the earth. It will be the end, not just of our people, but
Oh my god.
peoples.
Peoples Hernandez from Shaft.
But their time has come.
The past is with us all.
The past is dead. We either
It is
move
with this
forward
series. You got that
or we
right.
die with it.
This could be the beginning of a new era.
Where's Disa? We want to see bearded dwarf lady. Oh, sorry, she hasn't got a beard.
Away I must wander this wandering day.
Who cares about hobbits, Harfoots? Nobody cares. There's not been any effort to even shrink these actors down so they look like proper hobbits. They just look like normal-sized hobbits. It doesn't make any sense. Now, the one thing I just did not get from this trailer, what are they fearing? What is this? What is the? I'm trying to think of the word now. The foreboding, high stakes thing that's supposed to happen. Remember, there's meant to be 5 seasons of this series. This is only the first season. $500 million of our money wasted on this production.
I want to thank every Amazon employee and every Amazon customer, because you guys paid for all this.
Which does not look lived in. Poor CGI. Lots of pop-ins in the background there you can see. I mean, I've seen video games from 2008 with better cutscenes than this. I mean, that will tell you something, right? And, oh my god, look. There is nothing badass about this trailer at all. There are no moments to make you think, whoa, I can't wait to see that. No, if you think about Fellowship of the Ring, which is my favorite in the OG Peter Jackson trilogy. Now, I cast my mind to the Prancing Pony and that moment where the hobbits are dining away, and I think it's Samwise that says to, or Bilbo, one of those two says to the bartender, who's that stranger that keeps looking at us? And the bartender replies, oh, that be there one of them rangers. People call him Strider. Badass intro to Aragorn. Viggo Mortensen just sat there, hooded, smoking a long pipe, looking freaking badass. There's nothing like that in this trailer. Even if there was, would my levels of excitement rise? Maybe not. I doubt it. I mean, Viggo Mortensen doesn't want anything to do with this series. He'll probably watch it and he'll probably be like the rest of us, pretty appalled. And look, we've seen this much so far. I can't say I'm impressed. The one criticism I have of this is the same thing I said about Wheel of Time, although people are defending Wheel of Time for its cleanliness because it's meant to look a certain way. And yeah, that's probably the case, but everything about Wheel of Time is meant to be this fantasy historical piece, historical in inverted commas. But I always think these kind of this genre should be lived in, should be dirty. You watch the OG Peter Jackson trilogy, you know, that was all done on location in New Zealand. Viggo Mortensen wouldn't take a helicopter for shooting. He would actually become the ranger and walk to the set because he was terrified of helicopters. To me, that's just badass. John Bernthal did the same thing as the Punisher. I know it's not the same thing, but he would walk to work as the Punisher to be lived in that character. You don't get that anymore with acting. I mean, you go look at the MCU, what that's become now. Robert Downey Jr. started off wearing a practical Iron Man suit, and then as time progressed, it's now a CGI suit. So what more can he say? But nothing about this trailer tells me anything why I would want to watch it, apart from the fact you're saying it's J.R.R. Tolkien, we've got the Silmarillion. This is the second age that is taking part in. The third age is the OG Peter Jackson films. So, you know, this is meant to be righting the wrongs of the Peter Jackson movies. I don't care. When you got messaging like this in the trailer, I don't care either. And no blight against the actors who have taken on these roles. You could probably say as well, they've taken on the roles because they know damn well why they're doing it. I mean, that's fairly obvious. I can't really go on the defense for the actors and say, oh, well, they need the paycheck. Of course they do. Everybody needs a paycheck, right? But it's like, you know, these actors plead ignorance and they know what they're doing and they're just happy to be part of something that, yeah, $500 million for what? 8 or 10 episodes. Our money's paid for this. Nobody else's. Jeff Bezos. I like the guy, but he's in cloud cuckoo land. This is not going to be his Game of Thrones. There's only one Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones influenced by the Peter Jackson and J.R.R. legacy. That's what it is. The J.R.R. Tolkien legacy, I meant to say. And I don't even know if I might sit through the first episode. I don't even know if I'm going to make a video after that. I'm just kind of done with this. You know what? You know the dinosaurs were wiped out, what, over 65 million years ago? Maybe more than that. I've got my years wrong. We need something like that right now to wipe us all off this face of the earth. I just don't care anymore. I really don't, because the more the world goes crazy, the more it seems entertainment is in tandem with the craziness going in the real world. I'm just tapped out of this, guys. I really am. But I had to make you a video reaction because I know many of you are subscribed to this channel will want to see my reaction. I've given it to you. There are people I've seen I've seen their reaction to this. They've read the books and they're not impressed. And it's like, yeah, I'm just tapping out because, again, you're bringing SJW nonsense into this. The narrative for 2022, which is more diversity. Yeah, we like more diversity, but just limits it to where you want to project that message. I mean, God of War Ragnarok, they race swapped, what's her name, Agraboda, for another actress in that game. I'm like, why? You could have just brought that character of color into the game as a brand new character, but no, you got to race swap a Caucasian redhead, an attractive one, but at that as well, for somebody else, just for the sake of, well, again, you know, this is Sony, this is Santa Monica Studios. They're obviously got nice tie-ins with Naughty Dog and don't really care. Cory Barlog is just a bit of an idiot anyway, so he can do what he wants. I'm not in his position. So folks, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you slam that subscribe button, but more importantly, just hit the like button. Hit it, you know, I think for the amount of views I will get for this video, I'd like to see the amount of likes that equal the amount of views. That would be really awesome. So if I were you folks, if you enjoyed this video today, look out for the next one if you were me. I'm getting that all muddled up now, but it's getting really hot in this room, and I've got my office job to get to in my office, which is at home, which is pretty awesome. So on that one, folks, if I were you, and if you were me, check out the next video.
He's one of them rangers. Dangerous folk they are, wandering in the wilds. What his right name is, I've never heard, but round here, he's known as Strider.